We now begin with tenses. Now, as we have heard from the very beginning, the word tenses means time. And here we deal with the three major types of tenses: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. Now, the simple present tense, then there are a variety of other present tenses like the simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So a present tense has four varieties to add to: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. This is the fourth variety, just as it is past perfect continuous, future simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. So these are the four subparts into which the time span mentioned in every action performed by a verb is mentioned. So we first take up the simple present tense, this first one. Now here if we see, when we form a positive sentence from a simple present, firstly the words will begin with a subject. In a sentence, the word will have a subject. It will have the form of a verb, the first form of the verb plus the rest of the predicate. Example, like supposing the sentence is, I walk to school every day. Now here I will be a subject, walk will be the first form of a verb, to school every day will be the predicate of the word. So now here we have to remember one thing, that simple present tense means those verbs which are talked in a basic form, like supposing walk, run, play. So these are the basic. Now in simple present it would be I walk, I sing, I play. Any of the verb that you take, they are present in their simple forms. Now the uses of it are, the use of a simple present tense, they talk about the habits or actions that get repeated or some work that is done on a regular basis. Now anything which we do regularly, we know that this will be repeated and it could be talked in present tense, simple present tense, like I walk to school every day. Now the fact that this action is done every day will give it it can be spoken in a present, simple present. Moving further, we talk of the second way where it is used is the universal truths. Now there are certain facts which are prevalent, which are always underlined facts. They are the universal truths. Example, the earth revolves around the sun. Now here the word revolves is in a present tense. Like you must have heard, like taking another word like play is a present tense, played is a past tense, and will play is a future tense. We know this much. So here if you see, the word revolves is the present tense, revolved will be the past tense, and will revolve is the future tense. So taking those basic terms of the verbs which are present, then when we talk of them, they are the simple present terms. Example, kangaroos carry their babies in their pouches. Now these are the universal truth, that they do it like this, they carry their babies in the pouch. Then the third place where they are used is the programs and timetables. Like whatever schedule is there, also we use the simple present tense. Example, our flight lands at 6 p.m. Landed nahi hoga, will land nahi hoga. The best is, since we know the program, we know the schedule, it lands is the word which is telling us in the simple present tense. Then we also use these simple present tenses with time expressions. Example, when we talk of in the morning, evening, in those times we talk of them in the simple present tense. Example, the sea route to Santorini is closed in December. So is telling you the present, and in spite of closed depicting the past tense, but it is telling you about in the morning, in the evening. The time factor each time expresses, and it shows the simple present. Then on Friday mornings on weekends, etc. Now the time factor, time expressions like for Friday mornings, weekends, there we use the simple present tense. Then we also use simple present tense with adverbs of frequency like always, usually, never, sometimes, etc. When we talk of these adverb of frequencies, there we also use simple present tenses. Example, I sometimes go, I am always up. So these are the first kind of simple present sentences. Now coming to the next brand, the present continuous tense. Now in this, the variety would be, in a positive sentence there will be a subject, there will be a be sentence, then a present participle to the main verb, the rest of the plus the rest of the predicate. Example, now see this one, mom will be a subject, is traveling, is the be sentence, and traveling to is the participle they are talking of, then plus the rest of the predicate, Kanpur on a train right now. So the basic way of a present tense, the present continuous, is that you have a verb which has ing attached to it. That means, supposing in the first simple present, if I have taken these two sentences, I walk, I play. Supposing these are the simple sentences, simple present. So for continuous, it will be I am walking, I am playing. So this ing words plus verb are telling you that the action which was done in the present is still continuous and is a part of the present tense. Let's talk of the negative form. Negative means any no kind of a sentence. Like supposing this is a positive sentence, I am playing. The negative form of it will be I am not playing. So here I is a subject, not, am is a verb, be verb, not, and then playing is the remaining part of a participle they are talking of. I am not playing, and supposing we need a predicate, so we can say I am not playing with a football or a ball, whatever. Then comes the interrogative form. This means that you are asking a question. So here if we talk of interrogative, that means it is asking a question. It will be be plus subject plus present participle of the main verb and the rest of the predicate. Now supposing I have to ask, I am playing, so how will I ask? Am I playing with the ball? So am I, now here I have used the be word first, then the subject. I was a subject, now I am playing. Now in the question form, am I playing with the ball? Question mark. So interrogation needs a question mark. Then we use them with present continuous tenses. We use them, and like sometimes that is happening at the time of speaking. Whenever the action is done when we are speaking, then we use mom is traveling. That means is still traveling. When we were speaking about it, the action was still done. Then secondly, it is used when temporary situations are occurring only in the present time. That means whatever situation is occurring, it is happening in the present time only. Then also we use, like supposing I usually walk to school, but today I'm riding my bicycle to school. So now here they talk of that it's only when it's today that he is doing that. And the third way is we also use the present continuous tense with time expressions like now, right now, today, at the moment, this week, year, weekend, etc. So these are the time factors with which we use the present continuous. Like supposing Rohit is studying right now. That means at this present moment, he is still continuing to do that. When the action in the present is continuous, then we use the present continuous tense. Coming to the A exercise, quickly see. The sun is a star. Number 2, I go to sleep at 9:30. Number 3, my sister's flight lands. Number 4, the Gulf of Finland is. Number 5, I usually visit sea beaches. Number 6, what time does Ria go for her dance classes? Now B exercise. I can hear you. You have to complete these sentences with present continuous tenses from the verbs in the brackets. First one, I can't hear you. I am listening to music. I'm listening. Number 2, Sujata is eating. Number 3, Junaid and I are performing. Number 4, she is staying. Number 5, Dhruv is not attending college these days. Number 6, I am traveling by a train right now. I can barely hear you. Let me call you back. Now, see exercise. I don't forget. See exercise, simple present tense or present continuous, either of the two. Number 1, don't forget your raincoat. It is raining. Number 2, I love living in Cherrapunji because the weather is cool